How many times have you found yourself trying to get the attention of a woman who clearly isn't interested in you? She has stopped responding to your messages, left you hanging, and yet you feel compelled to do something to turn the situation around. Perhaps deleting her number, changing your profile picture, or even posting something on social media seems like a smart way to provoke a reaction. But ask yourself, is it really worth investing energy in someone who has already shown disinterest? This behavior is more common than you might think, and many men fall into this emotional trap, believing that small gestures or changes in online behavior will make the woman come running back. The harsh reality is that, in most cases, these actions are not only ineffective but reinforce the perception that you are desperate for attention. The problem begins when you focus on trying to manipulate the perception of a woman who has already made it clear she no longer wants to talk to you. Instead of accepting rejection and moving on, many men engage in a psychological game, trying to win over someone who, deep down, has already made her choice. But why, then, persist in pursuing someone who has put you on the back burner? The silent treatment, a small yet powerful weapon of disinterest. When a woman chooses to leave you without a response, she is sending a clear, albeit nonverbal, message. She does not see enough value in you to invest her time and energy. This is one of the most direct signs of disinterest you can receive, and understanding it is crucial to avoid falling into emotional traps. Many men interpret this silence as a challenge or a game, thinking that if they just send the right message or appear more interesting, they can turn the situation around. However, this mindset is not only counterproductive but can also further deteriorate your self-esteem. You find yourself trapped in a cycle of anxiety, waiting for a notification that never comes, and each moment spent in this state is a moment not invested in yourself. Getting stuck in emotional games with someone who clearly does not wish to communicate is more than a waste of time. It's self-sabotage. With each unanswered message, you are subconsciously reaffirming that you are willing to be ignored, that you are willing to place someone on a pedestal who does not even acknowledge your presence. This not only affects your perception of yourself but also how others perceive you. Recognizing disinterest as a closure and not an invitation to try harder is essential. Accepting that there is nothing you can do to change someone's opinion of you is the first step towards reclaiming your power and dignity. Instead of spending energy trying to alter the situation, it's time to redirect that effort into something that will actually yield positive returns, your personal and emotional development. The trap of obsessing over someone who does not reciprocate your interest can drain your energy and divert your focus from what truly matters, your own growth. Instead of fixating on trying to change a woman's perception of you, redirect that effort towards self-improvement. Personal development is the key to becoming not only a more attractive man but also more satisfied and fulfilled. Building personal value means investing in various areas of your life. Physically, it involves taking care of your body through exercise and a healthy diet. Emotionally, it's about developing resilience and emotional intelligence. Intellectually, it entails seeking knowledge and skills that expand your mind and capabilities. Each of these aspects contributes to your image as a well-rounded man who values himself and his well-being. Moreover, developing a hobby or a passion not only adds another layer of interest to your life but also serves as excellent personal therapy. It can be something as simple as learning to play an instrument, venturing into photography, or engaging in volunteer work. These activities enrich your life, provide personal fulfillment, and show anyone that you have interests and passions beyond romantic relationships. By focusing on yourself, you create a life that is attractive not only to others but that makes you truly happy and content. Women are naturally drawn to men who are passionate about life and who do not depend on a relationship to define their worth or happiness. Thus, when you become the best version of yourself, you not only increase your chances of attracting someone genuinely interested in you but also enhance your overall quality of life. This investment in yourself is the true path to becoming a superior alpha male, a man who masters his life and emotions and does not need external validation to feel valuable. By mastering this art, you not only attract better partners but establish a standard of living that will be the foundation for all your interactions and relationships. While many men may fall into the trap of constantly comparing themselves to others, the true competition lies within oneself. The key to becoming irresistibly attractive is not to be superior to other men, but to be the best version of yourself. This is the core of personal value that transforms any man into a desirable option for women. By dedicating yourself to personal development, you naturally rise above the competition. This process involves more than just improving your physical appearance or increasing your bank account. It's about cultivating a compelling presence, a respectable character, and a life you love living. When you operate from this state of authenticity and self-confidence, you do not need to seek external approval, as your own life is full and rewarding. The true value of a man is measured by his ability to be self-sufficient and happy with his own life. Women are naturally attracted to men who display independence and self-confidence, as these traits suggest emotional stability and a life worth sharing. When a man invests in his personal growth, he not only improves his own living conditions but also becomes more attractive and interesting to others. Furthermore, being a man of value also means knowing how to interact with respect and integrity. It's not just about displaying your achievements or skills but demonstrating how you treat others and yourself. Integrity and respect are highly valued qualities that solidify your reputation as a truly alpha man. Therefore, instead of focusing on surpassing others, focus on surpassing your own limitations. Be constantly learning, exploring new interests, and challenging yourself to grow. By doing this, you naturally become the top choice, not by a conscious effort to defeat the competition but because you are undeniably a complete and accomplished man. When you reach this level of personal development, the choice of your partners becomes a natural reflection of your inherent value. Emotional games might seem like an effective tactic to capture attention in the short term, but they undermine the true value of a man and the integrity of his interactions. Instead of getting entangled in games to capture a woman's interest, a truly superior man should adopt a stance of indifference towards her manifested disinterest. This approach not only reflects confidence but also establishes a precedent of independence and self-appreciation. The indifference discussed here is not cold disregard or calculated disinterest, but a genuine detachment from a woman's reactions or lack of response. When a man continues his life undisturbed by being left unread, he communicates that his happiness and self-esteem are not contingent on someone else's attention. This stance is the true reflection of an alpha male, who values his own journey and well-being more than external approval. Moreover, pursuing attention through games creates a dynamic where the man appears needy and dependent on validation. This behavior is not only unattractive but can also discourage women who value security and emotional stability. In contrast, a man who demonstrates the ability to continue with his life, staying busy with his passions and responsibilities, is inherently more attractive. Therefore, instead of succumbing to the impulse to respond in kind and enter the emotional game, a man should remain focused on his own goals and activities. This focus not only keeps his dignity intact but also makes him more desirable, as it suggests he has a full and satisfying life, something that is highly attractive in itself. Thus, the real challenge is not to win attention through emotional manipulation but to remain integral and authentic, preserving a life that anyone, man or woman, would find attractive and valuable. This is the essence of being a man of value, not being shaken by minor rejections and continuing to move forward towards a life of achievements and self-satisfaction. When a man focuses on his own growth and development, it is not uncommon for those who previously showed disinterest to start noticing his evolution and feel attracted to this new, improved version of himself. This phenomenon is often marked by the reappearance of women from the past who, upon noticing the transformation, send that classic message, "Hey stranger." This return can be flattering, but it is also a crucial test for the man. He now holds a position of power, transformed not just physically and professionally, but also in his self-worth and self-esteem. The man who has truly internalized the lessons of self-development and personal valuation recognizes this reapproach for what it is, a confirmation of his increased value. The key here is how he responds. If previously the absence of messages bothered him, now he can view this attempt at reconnection with a detached and even critical perspective. Assessing the intentions behind the "hey stranger" becomes essential. Is she genuinely interested in the man he has become? Or is she simply trying to rekindle something out of convenience or due to a lack of better options? This situation offers the man an opportunity to apply his supremacy, not through revenge or arrogance, but with a mature understanding that he does not need to respond to every sign of interest, especially if that interest is motivated by superficial reasons. He can choose to engage strategically, keeping his interactions aligned with his own needs and expectations, further strengthening his position as a high-value individual. The challenge, then, is not just to recognize the moment, but also to handle these interactions in a way that reinforces his stature as a man who values himself above external validation. This control and self-confidence not only increase his attraction but also solidify his position in the dynamics of any future relationship. We've reached the crucial point in the journey of personal development and seduction, where the man of value emerges supreme. This man, having diligently invested in himself, now understands that true power lies in choice. He is no longer at the mercy of women's fluctuating interest, nor is he captive to his own insecurities. This man of value finds himself in a privileged position, where he can choose whether or not to re-engage with women from his past or seek new connections. He has the clarity and confidence to decide if a specific woman aligns with his standards and values, not the other way around. He no longer seeks their approval because he has become his own source of validation. By adopting this level of self-esteem and self-sufficiency, the man of value demonstrates not just attraction, but also an intrinsic respect for himself and others. He recognizes that healthy and meaningful relationships are built on mutual respect, genuine interest, and reciprocal investment, not through manipulations or emotional games. The final message is clear and powerful. A man who understands and practices the supremacy of personal value not only enhances his romantic interactions but also elevates all aspects of his life. He becomes a leader, a role model, and a pillar of strength, not only for himself but for everyone around him. He is the true alpha, not because he dominates others, but because he masters himself and his circumstances with integrity and purpose. Equipping himself with this mindset, the man not only earns the respect and admiration of women but also establishes himself as a force to be reckoned with in all areas of his life. Thus, he not only attracts what he desires but also chooses what is best for his continued growth and happiness. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue transforming your approach to confidence and seduction, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This way you won't miss any of our videos and will continue on the path to becoming a man of value, mastering the arts of male supremacy and seduction. Join our community that challenges norms, questions intentions, and empowers itself every day. Subscribe now and take control of your love life and personal life.